Good afternoon, Kenya. This is Kenya News Alert. We do welcome you kwenye Kenya News Alert sema nasi lunch hour. Okay? So karibuni sana kwenye this specific time. So who am I here with?
Thank you so much. This is Plains and Felix, and I welcome you guys to Sema Nasi show. Yes, this is Plains and Felix, and I welcome you to Sema Nasi show. Zulfa, you good?
I'm good. Let me tell you, I'm good. I did have a very wonderful break. I hope that you did too. Did you?
I did. Thank you for your concern. Mimi ndo nimezoea kukuuliza hivyo. At least today you have also displayed the way you are so concerned. Thank you so much, my sister.
You're welcome.
Gachagua ameteka break. Yeah, Gachagua ameteka break.
Gachagua ameteka a break. Why has Gachagua taken a break? Felix, you'll stop makeup. You'll stop applying makeup. So Gachagua has taken a break, and from journalists coming over to his place. Okay? And I want to go there. That's where I'm going. Sababu niweze kueleza hapa watazamaji wetu, and I do insist that please do take that number on your screen. Use that number to communicate to us. Tell us how you feel, how you're feeling it, and what you'd like to suggest, or where you are. You could comment on the live chats. You could SMS on WhatsApp. You could call. You're free. So let me get into it. Aliyekuwa naibu rais Rigathi Gachagua amewaacha wengi na maswali baada ya kuonekana kupunguza makali yake ya kushambulia serikali ya Rais William Ruto, huku kiongozi huyo wa kitaifa akijiandaa kuzuru Mlima Kenya. Aidha, mbunge huyo wa zamani wa Madhira amepunguza mwenendo wa kuhutubia wafuasi wake kila mara katika mikutano ya hadhara na kujitokeza mara nyingi kwa mahojiano katika redio na runinga za humu nchini. Siku ya hivi punde kwa Bwana Gachagua kuhojiwa na chombo cha habari ilikuwa Jumatatu asubuhi Machi 17, alipohojiwa na wanahabari wa redio na runinga ya Kameme zinazotangaza kwa lugha ya Kikuyu. Alichelea kutumia maneno makali dhidi ya Rais Ruto, akasema kiongozi wa taifa ya huru kufanya ziara yake katika eneo la Mlima Kenya, ila awahakikishie wananchi kuwa atakamilisha miradi iliyoanzishwa na Rais mstaafu Uhuru Kenya, na hili aliahidi yeye mwenyewe. Akieleza, alisema kwamba bila shaka watu wetu wamekatiza uhusiano wao na kisiasa na Ruto, lakini kama rais anakaribishwa kutembelea kwetu na awaelezee watu wetu ni lini atakamilisha miradi iliyoanzishwa na Uhuru, vile vile aeleze ni lini atatekeleza miradi aliyoahidi wakati wa kampeni. What should you say about that?
Kuna kitu yenye umesema hapo, my sister, kitu ya mwisho, please. Will you mind if you pardon, please, if you don't mind?
Amesema that for the longest time the Mount Kenya people they had cut their political relation with Mr. William Ruto. But it is okay if he will come and get welcomed in the mountain, as long as he will come and tell the people of the mountain when they will be finishing the projects that they started, that Uhuru started, that are not yet complete, and when he's going to implement his own. So what do you think about that?
Kwanza hebu nizungumzie hiyo story yenye ameongea kwa Kameme TV. Ilikuwa Kameme?
Yes.
Zulfa. When you know very well that you are a public figure, you don't need to use mostly the local language, because it might be sensitive to other people. Despite maybe you ever had a good and positive plan to people and intentions to people, yes, not all individuals will do what, will just take it positive the way you intend to. Hapo sasa mali alitumia kameme, I wish he could use Kiswahili too. So that at least all individuals who could listen to him. Do you remember Gachagua anakuanga na different followers from the whole country? He is a public figure, yes. But kama alitumia hapo, ama was if I may ask, was that right maybe to use the local language kwanza mwanzo hadi mwisho?
Unajua, okay, when he's addressing Kameme TV, he's addressing the Gikuyu people. That was his Kameme, because ni redio ya Wagikuyu, inaongea lugha ya Kikuyu. Akienda Kisii, if he knows how to speak Kisii, he will talk with Minto FM, and Minto will be speaking in Kisii.
Will be. How did you know Minto?
Because I am Kisii too. Sawa, utashtuka. If he goes to like Meru, he will be speaking to another radio there, like Baite FM. He will be speaking them in their own language. Do you understand that? So the issue here is that amekatiza kuongea makali. You know, he used to speak in, he used to be called Bwana Injections, ama ni Bwana Injector, Bwana Daktari, Bwana something though, sindio? Because he used to inject proper. He used to like really talk na anaongelea serikali, anasema makosa ya serikali, but right now ameanza kupunguza. Why do you think that is? Why do you think right now ameanza kupunguza mambo?
Is it that ameanza kukumbuka some of the oaths he could promise the party? Unajua, before mufanye coalition, yani before mukubaliane kuingia kwa government kama deputy na president, huwa kuna oath yani huwa mnachukua, sivyo? Maybe ni ameanza kukumbuka, ama amekumbuka kuna vitu zenye nimeanza kufanya ziendani na vile tulikuwa tumeagree, ama
you know.
Unajua mtu anaweza fanya makosa kwa muda alafu ndio akuje kugundua baadaye.
Maybe he came and found, no, you know, I'm trying to really look for the right words. Maybe he came out and found that hii kuja kuongea, it is well, you are speaking for Kenyans, but unajua kuna venye unaongea unasema, unajua usikuje kwa mlima, usifanye hivi, wa Kenya wamefanya, and then the people understand things differently. You might be speaking out of a good heart, but people will interpret that thing differently. People will interpret that thing so different. Kuna unaweza sema, for example, useme mimi spendagi samaki sijui za wapi, then mtu aseme alisema hivyo, aichukulie differently. People, you know, when I speak, there's someone who is like, oh my god, this lady is so rude, oh my god, she's making a point, oh my god, she's even lost. You see, so people do interpret things differently, and maybe alikuja kafika kapata yeye kiongea, kuna watu ambao wanadhani kama ambaye anagawanisha taifa, ama you speak too much and you're like, you know what, let me watch. Ama what do you think about that?
Yeah, nakubaliana na wewe hapo sasa, kwa sababu at some point unaweza fika sasa ukumbuke mambo mengine yenye huku unakumbuka. Tunaweza assume like maybe some of the issues he could address, angezi address maybe akiwa na hasira kidogo, na hakuenda kujua kwamba media kumlika, and at some point haingempatia hata nafasi ya kufanya nini, ya kuongea point yake yote. Unapara wamechukua tu kale ka point kako sensitive wameeka. Unajua media inakuanga hivyo. So that's why at some point anybody mwenye anaongeanga kitu anafaa kuwa very careful. Kwa sababu the moment unaongea, you might not know mwenye anaenda kuweka hiyo video yako kwa mtandao vile anaenda kuishughulikia. I think that is the main reason why at some point inaweza changia yeye kufanya nini, inaweza changia yeye avoid na sasa social media, social media itself by now.
So you think it is high time that he avoids the media?
I think ni anajipatia break akijaribu kukumbuka ni nini amekuwa akifanya.
Amefanya
It is very very hard.
Like what has he done aje?
Ameenda break kutoka kwa media.
Kutoa makali kwa media.
Ama ni anataka unajua at some point yeye ni source of content.
You used to be like the government criticizer.
Yes.
So wana kuambia sikumbuki hiyo jina, lakini alikuwa ni bwana daktari ana inject. My
sister, niko na swali lenye ninaweza tamani pia at least unisaidie. Yes? This guy, I don't believe that maybe it could be those very good examples of those people who can maybe do things without considering. He really knew that by doing this there is something he wanted to avoid, or there is something he wanted to achieve. Okay, mostly he could be maybe at areas whereby every information he could share angetamani sana if possible ifikie wa Kenya wote, but imefikia mahali maybe sasa anataka kucancel media kidogo. Media, kumbuka, ni kitu yenye na share information inenda very far within a short period of time. Sijui kona nielewa my sister. So kujipatia break kidogo kutoka kwa media really means a lot. I don't think maybe mtu anaweza fanya kitu kama hicho with no clear reason. Unanielewa? So I don't know, maybe kama unaweza wewe maoni yako yanaweza kuwa aje.
Let me read this and then nikwambie maoni yangu. Sawa. So miongoni mwa miradi ambayo bwana Gachagua anataka serikali ikamilishe ni ujenzi wa barabara ya Maumau ya umbali wa kilomita 500 inayopitia kaunti za Nyeri, Kiambu, Murang'a na Nyandarua. Let us first discuss that point. As I said pale juu, alisema ya kwamba because it's like you didn't hear me, let me read it again. Bila shaka watu wetu wamekatiza uhusiano wa kisiasa na Ruto, lakini kama rais anakaribishwa kutembelea kwetu na awaeleze watu wetu ni lini atakamilisha miradi iliyoanzishwa na Uhuru. Vile vile aeleze ni lini atatekeleza miradi aliyoahidi wakati wa kampeni. Because there are projects that Mr. Uhuru started that have not been finished. And let me tell you, is like, I'm going to say the way Christians say, I was in spirit. I was talking to someone that dropped me here, and we were like, she told me, imagine Zulfa, kuna miradi ambayo, kuna barabara ambazo zilianzangwa na Mr. Raila, na Mr. Uhuru, ambazo mpaka sahi, they have not been finished. They are not completed. Na zilifika pale ambapo Mr. Nani, then they just stopped there. Kama ilifika hapo when he dropped out of the he retired from being the president, zilifika pale, and those projects ziko halfway. Unasikia ndizo nasema ya kwamba miongoni mwa miradi ambayo bwana Gachagua anataka serikali ikamilishe ni ujenzi wa barabara ya Maumau. Even this one, I think Peter did talk about this one, ya Maumau ya umbali wa kilomita 500 inayopitia kwenye kaunti ya Nyeri, Kiambu, Murang'a na Nyandarua. What would you say about those incomplete projects?
Incomplete projects ni zilianzishwa na government yenyewe ama zilikuwa nene project is a government ya the previous government?
Yes,
zilikuwa the previous government.
Yes,
but let me I think I told you this issue, we talking about a similar issue the other day. You remember I asked is it good if the government maybe to start a new project while the other projects are pending, despite the project being their projects? I think it will not be good. It was a government project, and a government project is a government project. Zulfa, kama maybe kuna project yote imekwama mahali, yes, it is very 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 unfortunate if bado hiyo project it is pending. It is very unfortunate. Project inafaa iishe, yes, na despite kuwa ya mtu fulani ama ya government fulani, project ni project, na tunajua project ni ya government na government ni government. Sawa basi, mbona hazikamiliki? Inafaa wakamilishe hizo project kwa sababu ni za government. Si government iliingianga, government ya Uhuru iliingianga ikapata project ya government ya Kibaki, si ndio? Government ya Ruto wakati iliingia ilipata government nini project za government ya Uhuru. Mahali zilisimamia, they really need to continue them until the completion of those projects, because maybe kama wakianza kusema hizi vitu hazikuwa zetu, mtu mwenye anaenda kuumia ni mtu innocent, si wao ambao ni wa Kenya. Just vile Gachagua alisema like those things to be worked on, yeah, let those people to work on those projects immediately until they finish them, because now when they are going to abandon those projects, who are these people going maybe to work on them? Sasa let me ask you, wakikataa kufanya nani atafanya? Ni mwananchi ataenda kuanza kujinunulia hizo vitu ajimalizie? I'm just asking. Ni mwananchi? Mwananchi ndiye anaenda kunini hizo?
Let me answer that one. They, according to me, sawa, unajua they had their own things that they wanted to do. There are the things that they came, kuna vitu ambavyo walikuja wakaambia wananchi, wakasema kama hii story unasema hii, kama venye anasema kwanza, in fact kwenye hii biashara anasema barabara itoke sijui Modogashe iende wapi, that is a project that anazindua, si ndio? Aya, kuna wakati ambapo tulikuwa live hapa naye akizindua sijui miradi huku Ozita Itataveta ama Wawozi ama Kilifi. There was a place that alikuwa anazindua stuff, anazindua vitu. There's bado huku Busia, there's amekuwa akizindua. You're asking if the people will come and finish barabara. The people will not will come and finish the barabaras. Obviously it is this government to finish. And in fact, I remember we were talking about this and I said, what if wakuja wamalizie, you don't zile projects ambazo ndasemaje, wakuja wamalizie zile projects ambazo zilifika mali zilifika wakati wa the Uhuru, si ndio? They finish them first. Unajua hata hapo mkikuja, kama ni hospitali ilikuwa imeanzishwa haijaisha, but umekuja umemalizia. Kama ni barabara ilikuwa imeanzishwa, umekuja umemalizia. Kama ni shule, kama ni university, kama ni companies, mmezimalizia. And maybe true, you have not done what you promised the people you are going to do, si ndio? But when the people see, watakuwa like enyewe tunaweza wapea another term waendelee kurule, sababu they did not do what they said they're gonna do, but they did finish what was started. So at least kama ni ile hospitali ilikuwa imeanzishwa na Bwana Uhuru, wamekuja wamemalizia. So most of their term they couldn't do their own things that they'd promised, but if you do give them a second term, then they are going to start now their projects. But wakikuja waziache, let me ask you, zile vitu ambazo Bwana Ruto amezindua, yeye mwenyewe zitaisha na hii term yake?
Ni mingi sana. Nimetamani sana angezindua vitu chache zenye anaweza manage kwa term yake ya kwanza. I was at the other side one day when I was making a tour to the deputy president's home. Hata ajui kama nilimekitoa juu, hata anijui, si ndio? But nilimeka tour my sister. Nikafika kule, let me tell you the truth, we could encounter a very dangerous bridge. I'm telling you. It was a very dangerous bridge. Yenye ni barabara yenye inaenda kwake. Mnielewa vizuri. Ni barabara yenye inaenda kwake. But yeye mwenyewe ni kama anaumia. Anafilio pressure ya kuumia. But at some point, because of the reasons zenye tunaweza elewa sisi wengine kama Kenya, he could not, at some point it maybe seems to be very difficult for him to raise the issue. Unajua kila mtu ako na role yake. So we could ask anybody we could encounter there, for how long has this project is still going on here? So somebody can some of the individuals said that it was a 3 years old project, meaning it was not for this government. The other people could say that it is a 4 years project. They are not sure, but it is more than the years zenye nani amekuwa kwa nini. Unanielewa? So at some point kuna project zenye ziko pending mingi sana, and we really need to remind the government that coming up with new projects zenye maybe you really think that they are also constructive and maybe beneficial, they are going to be beneficial to the society. It is not bad, but what about the pending projects? Who is going to work on those pending projects?
Who is going to work on
Who
this?
is going to make follow-ups to
wajua ile barabara imeisha, ile hospitali imeisha.
Yes.
Who?
The contractor was either paid. I don't know whether they pay before or they
obviously hakuna vile anakuja ground kama hajawekewa kitu kwa mfuko.
So who is going to make follow-ups to know that the contractor is already done, or the contractor has gone with money? Who is going to do that? Yes, that issue that if possible Gachagua could share to the media concerning the completion of the previous
those
projects,
roads,
it is good.
It is good.
Yes. Lakini sasa pia anataka inafaa pia atuweke wazi ni nini inafanya na hepa media. Unajua tunaweza anza kudoubt, we can start doubting, is he now maybe in the mood of going to apologize somewhere minus the media?
I think maybe nimekuambia, maybe kuna watu ambao wanachukulia vitu zake vibaya. So you had asubuhi, kuna mtu asubuhi alisema kwamba Gachagua ana divide the nation. Huyo akimsikiza Gachagua badala kusikia zile points ambazo ziko positive, yeye alisikia Gachagua is divided is divided Kenya, not the media. Is dividing Kenya. Unaona? So I think he talks and people interpret kind of differently, and maybe there's something that he tried to explain, but ile kitu ya kusema kwamba sijui gari ni ya Kenya but sijui title deed, alisema title deed anasema nini, logbook ni ya mlima, that really offended many people. Do you remember that? Okay, he tried to explain it and say this is what I meant, this is what I wanted, this is but
but
the people didn't take it that way. So there are people who interpret what you say differently, and maybe now he's avoiding kuongea maneno huku kwenye media tusije tukiachukulia differently, and then ibaki Gachagua is dividing this, Gachagua is doing this, Gachagua is doing nini. So okay, so amesema ya kwamba amengine ni ujenzi wa mabwawa kadhaa ikiwemo Karimenu iliyoko Gatundu kaskazini Kiambu. Tangu alipotimuliwa afisini, Bwana Gachagua amekuwa akitumia vyombo vya habari na mikutano mbalimbali ikiwemo makanisani kama majukwaa ya kushambulia serikali ya Rais Ruto ambayo sasa imemkasirisha kiongozi wa ODM Raila. Now what would you say about that?
Kama? Kama kuna kitu umesema kama?
Nasema ya kwamba amesema like the please do listen. Sawa? Tangu alipotimuliwa Bwana Gachagua amekuwa akitumia vyombo vya habari na mikutano mbalimbali ikiwemo makanisa kama majukwaa ya kushambulia serikali ya Rais Ruto ambayo sasa imemkasirisha kiongozi wa ODM Raila Odinga.
So meaning Raila Odinga pia amekuwa na issue na yeye. Is that not the point? Zulfa, when we talk about media, then everybody needs to understand that this is a shorter way of sharing a message. Information could be passed within 10 minutes, 10 minutes, within 10 seconds. Ile time ya kuupload sasa ndio inaweza chukua sometimes hivyo. But within that duration of maybe uploading that issue, after uploading, it will reach as many people as possible in a very shortest time possible. Yes? Using churches and the gatherings as platforms to maybe attack the government or maybe criticize the government na imemudhi mheshimiwa Raila Odinga, then it really maybe tells us that these people at some point ni kama wanatupima kidogo. Kwa sababu mara wako sijui wanafanya nini pamoja nini, baadaye tena mmoja anakuja kuanza kuongea mwingine vibaya. At the same time they are using media. Tuachane nayo kwanza. Kutumia church platforms and other things, that is where mostly you could find Gachagua, mostly Saturday and Sundays. Unanielewa? And that was the point, maybe he could gather there with with the media. Adi nikidhani alikuanga na media yake. Sawa? So maybe at some point ni umse amechoka kukaa mbele ya kamera na hataki some of the propagandas anymore kwa spread. That's why maybe he could decide to let media go for a break. But sasa kama anaweza kuwa anaendelea na shughuli zake za kucampaign against the government, how will his followers maybe going to get the information?
Roger, I think as I'm trying to explain, I think that Gachagua just is trying to avoid the media because umesema haujui ni video gani ambayo itekwa kiaje na watu wata interpret aje, wata feel aje, as I'm saying. So maybe he's just trying to avoid all that circus. Hatujui, unajua huyu ni mtu ambaye ni very strategic. Maybe ame plan, let me be quiet right now. Sababu hii kuongea, and I think this thing ya kusema hata kuongea alisemaga kitambo wakati wa Kalonzo. Akasema whatever we discuss with Kalonzo, we're not going to go to the media anymore because we go to the media, alafu unajua sometimes wanaanza kusema kelele za chura as nini, yes. Now at the same time, the more you speak is the more people take you for granted. Do you know that? Sometimes you're told that the powerful, like I remember my mom used to tell me, if you're a woman, your silence is louder than your words. So maybe ameamua, let me be silent now, because you know everyone used to be like, kama tu wa media, Gachagua kwa chachi gani leo tusikia ataongea nini, tufanye nini, and people interpret it differently. So right now he has ameamua, let my silence be powerful than my words. Maybe that is what he has decided to do. Sindio?
Unajua my sister, silence without any action bado ni kama ni bure tu. Mtu anaweza kuwa silent but at the same time kuna actions zenye anaendelea kufanya. Unanielewa? Unanielewa? So if he is going to be silent, is he going to be in a break too? Ama atakuwa akitembea kwa mafunctions lakini minus media? Na kama atakuwa anatembea kwa mafunctions minus media, then what is the real meaning of those functions zenye anaweza attend?
The real meaning how? Aje, what do you mean?
Sorry basi. I mean this. Amestopisha. Okay. He is now out of media.
Not stopping functions. He is saying
he is out of media.
Speaking to media about this anymore.
He is out of media now. Yes. But he will be maybe at some point attend some functions where he could address people. Yes. Then what will be the essence of that? Because people really need to know what is going on, and at some point some of the individuals who follow him, they really depend on media to follow him. Because you cannot tell me that Zulfa Gachagua hata akiwa kwa function, nobody will need to know what is going on. Some of the individuals maybe love him naturally, they could have that need of maybe wanting to know what is going on, or wanting to know some of the directions from him. Now he's out of media. How will that be working? Now, how will it work? Maybe if he is going to campaign against the government silently, how will it work? Even if
he's not campaigning,
is he trying maybe to build up some secrets that maybe he don't want some individuals to know?
As I've said, kubonga sana, we know your every move. If unasema nataka nitengeneze ninunue gari and you're doing it in the media, then you know you're planning to buy a car. What if now you're silent? Sindio? Okay, sawa. Let me continue with everything that he said. Sawa. So Februari 25 ndio ilikuwa siku yake ya mwisho kuhojiwa katika kituo cha habari kisichotangaza kwa Kikuyu. Alipojibu maswali kadhaa kutoka kwa wanahabari wa redio wa Kikamba Musi FM. I think we did discuss about that. Inasemekana kuwa siku hizi Bwana Gachagua ameamua kutumia muda mwingi kufanya mikutano na makundi mbalimbali ya watu wanaotembea nyumbani kwake wa Munyoro, eneo bunge la Mathira, kaunti ya Nyeri. Lakini hata wanaomtembelea wa Munyoro wanaonekana kupungua tangu Februari 22 alipotembelewa na Askofu Gerald Mureithi wa Dayosisi ya Mlima Kenya Magharibi. Kutoka wakati huo ni Jumanne Machi 25 tu alipokutana na kikundi cha Wakenya wanaoishi ugaibuni nyumbani kwake wa Munyoro. Tofauti na awali alipokuwa akitembelewa na kukutana na jumbe tofauti na kuchapisha katika mitandao yake ya kijamii. So basically is deciding to stay out of the media, out of the public eye. And I do think that is the best.
Basically, you want to be
what?
Umesema kitu hapo. Basically, you want to be out of what?
Out of the public eye.
Thank you. Hapa Gypsy ananiambia Felix, don't be naive about Gachagua. Well, anyway, I love you for free though. The guy has exhausted his political venues for now, though still politically active, underground and energizing. And I'm not maybe displaying that I'm not informed about Gachagua, but I was trying to ask now that he is going to be at the blind spot. Okay. Now that he is going to be it's okay, thank you. I'm trying to say that now that Rigathi Gachagua is not going to be before the camera, how will these people really know that this is what is planned and this is now what we are going to do? Because they could maybe depend on media, yes, to gather some of the information. Now that Gypsy is giving me a convincing point here, I can just agree with you, Gypsy, wherever you are. But trying to come up with the question that how will this thing work, and maybe if he is going to work underground, behind the cameras, at some point he can attend public gatherings, yes, maybe without the cameras. Gypsy, I don't think whether Gachagua is exhausted, maybe, for example, because maybe he didn't even say that he is going for a break from politics, yes, according to the information we have right now. He just maybe called upon a break from media, but not a break from what? Politics itself. So we cannot just maybe believe that, take that maybe he is going now to re-energize, yeah, gather enough energy then to come, then after some time maybe decide to come back after some time, yes. But he is taking a break from media. This is the real point, taking a break from media. You understand? Meaning he is going to continue with his activities, political activities, but behind the camera. Is that not the point? Yes. So why? What maybe made me also to ask how these people, how will his followers maybe going to gather information minus media, because media could spread information within a short period of time and it will maybe reach as many people as possible. So Gypsy, with your rectification point, maybe I can just say that Gachagua, yes, he really understands what drove him to decide that. But at the same time, people really want to know what is going on, because he himself has got many followers from all parts of the country. And at some point, there are many individuals who are taking his direction. Akisema tufanye hii, wengine wanafuata na hapo. But now he is going to be behind the cameras. No cameras maybe are going to show us whatever is going on. Whatever that is going to be happening. Nani ataenda kutujulisha basi kama si media? You understand? You understand this issue? So at some point, yes, I can agree with Gypsy that maybe this guy anaendelea kufanya nini? Kujicompose tena akuje na power nyingine. But kwa saa hii tutapata aje hizo direction kutoka kwake? Unaelewa? Unajua media inatusaidia kufanya nini? Media inatusaidia spread information easily, na tunaipata in an easier way. Umeelewa hiyo mambo? So I don't know whether maybe you have digested my point though. My real concern is, yes, he is going to be in a break from media. Yes, but not politics. Yes, he is going to continue at some point maybe with his politics, but behind the cameras. Yes, how will we know now?
How will you know what he's doing?
Yes,
maybe anatumia mitandao yake. He'll not be speaking to Citizen or Kenya News Alert, but he will be speaking through his own.
Thank you. At
Twitter
least
accounts.
now you have maybe given me a good convincing point, because I was worrying now that suppose no even any information could be captured even through a phone. You know, there are some of the restrictions that a person can come up with that will enable completely no information will be leaked. Even though it will be impossible, but at some point it will limit some the transmission of messages. You understand? But now that you have explained, at least that is a convincing point. The mainstream media system, yes,
maybe
is that the point?
Yeah, because unajua kuna point pia ulisema huko mbele, ulisema kwamba sometimes unaweza sema hivyo alafu media ichukue yake design fulani, but what if you use your own X account, your own Instagram, your own Facebook, then hapo you will be trying your information exactly how you want your information to be perceived pale nje. Si ndio? So I think he will be escorting out the speaking, the all that, but he will be using his own means. Sawa, sababu kwenye ile point pale, let me go there. Felix anasema, Felix, I mean that he is going. That's let me start there hapo juu. Hi Gypsy, how are you? And Shadrach Musau, sawa. So Gachagua brought nothing to the table, was a distraction. Same thing happened with Natembeya. People wake up and don't be surprised when Gachagua come back in Ruto's government. This is Kenyan politics. In fact, on that point, I saw something about Gachagua saying that he is willing to negotiate with Ruto. I didn't get that one. I didn't get that gypsy. But then on that point, and then kuna Felix, don't be naive about Gachagua. This guy has exhausted his political venues for now, though. Still politically active underground and energizing. And then Felix, I don't mean that he's going. Gachagua is attention seeking. Look what the media is doing. Fully talking about him, what he really wants without efforts or moving. Hata sisi ndio hawa gypsy, even ndo sisi, even us, we are here talking about Gachagua.
We are discussing about him, yes. But I don't think whether, okay, according to my view, okay, he did something that is comfortable. I understand that maybe he did something that he is okay with. Yes? But at some point, let me tell you the truth. The media inamsaidianga sana. So asianze kunini, asifanye kama mchezo kuanza kuichukulia for granted, because truly the media inamsaidianga sana. Sana tena sana. So if possible, asianze kuichukulia for granted, because you will never see the importance of what you have by that time until the time you will lose it. That is true. That is true, Gypsy. I agree with you. Maybe he is trying to mpatie wane wiki mbili Zulfa, wane kama maybe haezi rudi tena, akianza kuinvite akina Zulfa na Felix na media wengine kwake.
Gachagua.
Kuna media house yote imewahi sambaza any propaganda kumhusu?
Those people who are wale watu wa 530. Is it 530? Gypsy, is it 530 or 527? Wale watu ambao wanalipwa na serikali, those media people. I'm forgetting their name. The people that are paid 537, 527 every day to take propaganda. Sile and any tribal and all that. They are. So the media as
you as an individual, Zulfa, do you have, maybe, will you be convinced that he is tribal?
Gachagua? Why would I be convinced that he is tribal?
It was just a question that you had to answer.
Why are you doing that? But that question to you too. That question to you too. Where too?
Is Gachagua tribal?
This
is my message to him. Yes? Gachagua, for your efforts to be amplified, you really need you really need media. Not something else. You really need media for your efforts to be amplified. When it comes to passing information and enlightening Kenyans, maybe about something, you really need media. Because at some point, you might think that you can do alone, and you can at some times satisfy passing information manually, but it will be very difficult. So if possible,
it is not difficult. How is it difficult passing information
without media?
Without social media.
What is that?
Social.
Alafu umemalizia nini hapo?
Social kama X.
Let me tell you the truth. Yes? My sister, this time round, many people are not in TV.
Kwa media, mainstream.
Let me tell you. Squeezy watu, my friend, hawaangalii TV hivyo hii TV ya signal. Watu wako kwa simu. Na smart TV hizi zenye mtu anaingia YouTube anaangalia. Na hizi mainstreams ndio ziko the leading in either subscribers and followers. So usiniambie eti mainstream ni kuwatch kwa nyumba hivyo hiyo TV hiyo. My friend, simu.
Simu. Naona Gypsy anasema, ulikuwa unasema kwa Shapi? So ile I will give you already read that one. Wanaitwa sawa, Gachagua relies on media. Wanaitwa 527. They are paid 527 per day
to withdraw. The 27 is to withdraw.
Yeah.
The 500 shillings.
To you pay, wewe unaweza hiyo do per day. Unaamka unasema you say Gachagua ni mtu you are paid 527 per day. Sawa? So Gachagua is not tribal. Yeah. No, he's looking after his people. And what is that called? What is that called, Gypsy? When you're looking after your own people, what is it called? Nikisema Felix, he only looks after his Meru people. See, what does that mean?
That is still tribal.
Yeah. You don't have to interpret. That is what I'm trying to say. People interpret information differently. Kuna mwenye atafikiria he is just doing that for his people. So
look at me. If maybe I'm looking upon my people, but I cannot try maybe to look upon your people, what is that? Is that not maybe being tribal? Is it not? Suppose now we are two Merus here. Yes? Suppose we are two Merus here. And I want my Meru people to benefit through this my fellow Meru here. You have got a Kamba lady here or gentleman here, and you want Kamba people to benefit through him. Suppose now we are sponsors, the Mabwenyenyes. We want to.
I think everybody is tribal in a certain way.
In a certain way.
In certain way, you are tribal because let us assume like every moment I go and I meet like I meet someone that and I'm sorry, sawa, but I meet someone that we speak the same language, sawa, ama we are from the same place. I am. Is this the right word? Is it prone? I am prone like to favor them over. But like when I go to a certain country and I meet a Kenyan person or an African person, I want to favor them. So we are tribal. Ukienda kwa Africa, when you favor your African people, is that tribal too, or is that like continental?
No.
What is that? I'm continental. What is the word for that?
That is the racism.
Is it, is it? Yeah. No, is that racism?
Yes.
No, racism is if you're black and white and green. You know racism.
You question me if you go to the other country.
But they are white people from Africa that they are Kenyans. Unapata huyu ni Mkenyan and he's white. He's Kenyan. So like that is race is about color and all that. Sindio? I'm saying
racism is all about the color.
It is not about continents. It's just the colors. Sindio? What if I go to like I'm gonna say Philippines?
I think it is racism.
Someone tell me, Gypsy, let me explain it ndo mtu atuambie, sawa? When I go to Philippines and I find nikutana a white person and this white person anaongea Kibaluya. Na ametoka hapa.
Anatoka Kenya.
Anaongea Kibaluya na mimi tunaongea Kiswahili, tunaongea Sheng, tunaongea kila kitu, ametoka Kenya. And I am prone to favor them. Sawa, over a Tagalog ama Filipino person. Sindio? So what is that? What is that? That is not racism. That is, there should be a word. It is not. What is nepotism? Nepotism ni gani, Felix? Nepotism.
I think ni hiyo. Si nepotism. Ni hiyo.
It is something though. So basically kila mtu is tribal. If you go to somewhere and upate mtu anaongea Kimeru na mko huko.
Because
everybody somehow.
Wait. Yeah. Because racism
is color.
It is discrimination
of color.
Or antagonism by an individual, community or institution against a person or people. A person or people on the basis of their membership of a particular racial or ethnic group, typically one that is a minority or marginalized. It
is not racist. Racist ni ile ya color, it is for color. Like if you unasikia white, black, yellow, red.
When you favor your African person because over the other person, then what is that?
That is not racism.
What is that?
That's what I'm trying to ask. What is it? But it's not race. Race ni your race. What is your race? Where race yako ni nini?
African.
Well, what is your race though? You may say African or black or what, and then when you go there,
I think racism is all about the diversity. Where this person is coming from, this what is
but
that?
Basically racism is blackness. A black unasikia they are racist.
Hiyo ni ile maana ya juu.
But basically people when
hiyo ni ile maana ya juu, tunakuwa na maana ya juu na ya ndani. Sasa
ya ndani ndio kusema ni ya country.
Ndio
maana nimekuuliza if this is a white person or an Indian. See right now Kenyans we have 43 tribes and the 40 is it 43 or 42? But the latter they are mwisho hapo mwisho ni Indians. They are a tribe now here. Washapewa kitambo na uhuru.
Wametengewa wapi hapa Kenya?
Wako is a tribe, yani kuna Kisi, Kamba, Kiuk, Luo, they are a tribe here. So I go and I meet anini huko an Indian person there. Sindio, even sooner than tutakuwa na pia tribe ya 44 ya Chinese people because Asians because they are here. Sindio? So basically if I go and meet someone out there, it is color. Racism I think is about the color. So intapata ni mtu they are white, they are brown, they are red, they are what and wako huko. And then they are discriminated because of their race.
I understand you, my sister. So what is it?
I don't know the word, but we shall find it. We shall find it as we go. It'll come to. Sawa. So what are we talking about though?
But racist is all about color, by the way.
Color, yes. I discriminate you because of your color.
I discriminate you too because of your color. Why do you
as
we are explaining.
Fiti. So we are saying that Gachagua might not be tribal, but I think everybody is tribal in a way.
In a way.
Would you prefer a Meru over a Kamba? Ama a Kamba over a Meru? You're Meru. So what if Meru akuja hapa nupate kuna chance inapeano hapa? Will you give a Meru person or a Kamba person? Who will you prefer more?
I'll pretend that I'm going to consider the level of ability of those people when it comes to delivering, but I really know what I really want.
You already I usually say when you go to interviews, I think they look at you and they know if they're gonna hire you from just the beginning. Amebonga your language namtaka. So I think we kidogo nepotism. Nepotism
ni wakati
powerful person do favors to relatives, friends and associates. Me okay when we are like truthfully speaking, kila mtu akona hizi issues. Kila mtu
hiyo ni natural. Hiyo ni kitu yenye mtu amezaliwa nayo.
Let me tell you, there's a point that I was hiring like a house help and I went to a certain agency and there were Ugandans and there were Tanzanians. Sawa? And the moment too I had Tanzanians. And these Ugandans are the best actually. You know that. I don't know if you've ever done that.
The best in what?
In house managers.
Okay.
Yeah. The moment I had Tanzania, I was like, oh my God, this one will cook the food that I like. Sawa? Like directly. And it is there. And I'm not preaching it out there.
At least today you have confessed. You have confessed that you are a Tanzanian. Are you?
Why does it matter? Do you want to discriminate me now?
Are you?
Are I what?
Are you?
Am I what?
Are you a Tanzanian?
We are African. I am Tanzanian. I am what I am supposed to be.
I just want to know, are you a Tanzanian?
Why does it matter?
I know Zulu is a Tanzanian president.
Suluhu, you know, and that is good.
Are you a Tanzanian?
I am from East Africa.
I just want to know.
I am from East Africa. You said wewe mwenyewe ulisemaga hapa ukasema when you're asked usema either you're African, you're East African or you're Kenyan.
But I'm a Kenyan nationalist. My nation is in Kenya.
Then I'm East African. I'm Kenyan where I'm supposed to be and I'm Tanzanian where I'm supposed to be.
I'm not.
Even I'm Ugandan where I can be Ugandan. I'm everything because I'm African.
But I'm a Kenyan.
I'm even Nigerian when I'm supposed to be Nigerian. Okay, but now honestly, I am from Lagos.
this is the main reason why at least Gachagua could maybe abandon social media.
Okay. Ati what? Yeah, umesikia amesema aje? Gypsy amesema? Zulfa, it is patriotic according to the Philippines and your white Kenya example. You see? Yeah, Pan-African is Zulfa is, yes, this is what I am now. This is, if I need to be from Rwanda, I will be from Rwanda. If I'm supposed to, ikibidi nitakuwa. Or Gabon. Hey, or which other country? Burkina Faso. In fact,
anyway,
you get. So Gachagua is not what he is when he's supposed to be. He's tribal when he's supposed to be tribal. He's tribal when he's supposed to be tribal, and he is like, I'm gonna say patriotic when he needs to be patriotic. So I think we wanna really criticize this one person for being a certain way, but we all are. Kuna kale kakitu. There's a moment here we were having this discussion, and we said, if this problem of like, when your parents gave you permission to go out there, who did they tell you could marry or you could be friends with? Felix.
Yes.
When your parents gave you permission to go out there, who did they say you would bring home? Walikuambia wataki tribe gani?
By the way, my father has never limited me truly under the blue sky. Has never tried maybe to limit me from maybe accessing the
Oh my God, I like the way Gypsy gets these things. So
yes. Yes. So I was trying to say that I have never exposed maybe myself to be that kind of a person who can.
But
be
who will
choosy,
you marry mostly?
Who can be choosy? Oh, when I'm given directions that I don't want this, I have never.
You've never been given that.
I have never been given.
Other families were given.
I have never been given instructions that we don't want this person from the other part or from this part of. No.
You didn't see that challenge on TikTok of wazazi wake?
TikTok wanakuanga na ujinga.
No, it is true though. It is true. Two parents used to sit and
unapatanga TikTok mtu anaokuuliza which tribe in Kenya will you never marry?
Yes.
Mkisi, shame on you.
Wakisi?
Which tribe huwezi marry? Mimi Mkisi, shame on you. Kwanza Wakisi nani waliwaambia eti wanawataka? We don't want those kind of tabia hizo ni mbaya, hizo si tabia za majenzi.
True.
Yes?
True.
Hiyo ni tabia mbaya.
True. But you know these issues zinatoka from wazazi. Felix mzako anakuja wakali, you know they have that mentality, that old mentality. They come, they sit you down when you're at the ripe age of getting married. Umesikia vile nimesema? You've heard what I've said?
The rotting age of marriage.
The ripe at rotting ni gani? Ripe age. So let's say 30 years old. That is the ripe age of getting married. Sindio? So when kama wewe unafaa kuwa umeoleka. So
guy, uko na watoto ngapi wewe? Una watoto wangapi wewe?
4. I have twins.
Ati uko na watoto wangapi wewe?
They're called quadradra. What is happening to me? Quadradruple.
Huyu asawadanganya
watoto. Skiza, your mother
watoto hawajawahi toka hivi wakuje duniani.
Skiza kakangu.
Yes.
So mamako, your mother, your uncle. Actually me, I had an old uncle that called me for a whole, I'm gonna say 2 hours meeting. Tukwa mimi na badada zangu pale akasema, I don't want this certain tribe, I don't want this country, I don't want someone from this country or from this place or from this place of, you know, kwetu there was a lot of intermarriage and I think it caused some issues. So they have like, don't marry from Kisii land or from the mountain or from the lake. Maybe you bring us a Kamba. Maybe you bring us someone like a Meru. Maybe you bring us someone from Rwanda. Do not bring us someone from Congo. Do not do. And that one promotes your tribalism. Unapata, like I have this friend of mine that they wanted to get married to an Arab, like from Saudi. And when they brought that person to their mother, they were like, "Apa kwangu warrior." You know they are called their warrior. Warrior asikawai kanyaga hapa. So you see, we wanna, as I'm saying, we wanna say Gachagua, we wanna point fingers at Gachagua because he's at the public. But wewe ndani Felix wewe mwenyewe, even right now you have confessed. If you see a Meru here, you will want to work with a Meru more than a Kamba or a Kisii or a Luya person. And as we continue to speak, let me read this. So Gypsy anasema, who are those medieval clan? Kisii a beautiful soul. Look at Felix Matiang'i. Hello. What? Look at Felix. Look at Felix. Felix is a beautiful thing, yes? Please then like camera roshe Felix to mourn. Aki blush. Beautiful soul. Have you met Nyashinski?
Yes.
Have you met Nyashinski? Mtu akisema ataki Mkisii. Have you met, I don't know many Kisiis, but Nyashinski is good. Let me see if I know other Kisiis. Onyonka somehow kwa watu ambao kwa age yake, he is good. Let me see another. Vera. Corazon Kwamboka. Corazon. You know Corazon is Kisii. Corazon ni Mali. Woo! Corazon is good. Stop laughing, it is true. Auya haju mwanzao. So hapa Gypsy anasema ya kwamba, thank you Zul for education all the time. Felix, what did you say? Should we point fingers at Gachagua or point fingers at these people? Alafu, there's this thing that my teachers and my parents used to say, you point fingers and other fingers are fingering you. Like, Felix, look at me.
I'm looking at you.
No, don't look at me from that. Look at me from physically. So, like, yes. You're pointing at, Ona Gachagua is a tribal leader. He's promoting this and this and this. But these other fingers are looking at you. You have said when you're tribal in a certain extent. And as Gypsy alisema pale juu, he is taking care of his people. Because if he doesn't, who will? Endelea. Let me drop that mic, but I can't drop it. If I could, I would. Senor.
Anyway. What I can say about all this is that every community and every individual, it is natural that one can close his eyes and support his or her own. Sawa? Unanielewa? Yeah, that's why maybe nilikuwa najaribu kusema aje, even the time when Gachagua could attend the radio station from Mount Kenya area, from the Gikuyu community, there were some of the aspects that he wanted to share to the people before maybe he could come back to the entire country. Yes, but that is normal and we really need to appreciate it. Yes. I like it. You know, I really liked saying the truth. I like it. I like it.
Felix, you like what?
I like it.
What do you like?
Yeah.
You like speaking the truth?
Yes.
So what would you say about Ikitu yote?
Ikitu yote? If possible, I'm requesting Rigathi Gachagua to not take for granted media. Yes, even that kind, even the individual who could come up with the advice, you know, that man has got personal advisors and the trustees that he could take information and trust. You understand? Let him personally remind those people that media is really efficient when it comes to supporting his career, if possible, he should come up with the strategies that could handle media in a good way, than saying that I don't want this and this and this, most of the services from the media. Let me tell you the truth. He can say that, and some of the individuals could maybe be discouraged. Even the morale of maybe just that morale that can drive somebody to just go naturally. If it dies, then nobody is going to have that appetite to go and face him. Then that will be the moment he will never receive the full support from the other side. So the media is very important. At some point, maybe if he took a break, then he could took a break. He could take the break from the media and also from the politics for some time, then he could come back.
Obviously, as Gypsy alipokuambia pale juu, he will come back. Gypsy anasema people are using Gachagua as a punchback, but he's never tribal. I can tell you that Ruto and Raila are unconsciously tribal than anyone. That's why it works in their politics. Have you heard that clearly?
Yes.
People want to point fingers.
People want to point fingers. Hey.
See what I'm saying? Why are you looking at me with smile? People want to, I'm not punching back, but people want to point fingers at Gachagua. In fact, as you were saying that, yeah, I was saying that I don't think Gachagua is going to get out of the eti completely. Maybe end up, or just sometimes there's this thing that I taught myself back when, ata kwa ile boxing. When you're doing boxing, yeah, have you ever done that?
Boxing? Yes, I did.
Yeah. So you gotta at some point go back at the corner, pop your neck, flex, and come back at the ring. Sindio? So ushindagi so at some point you go kidogo una pop unarushiwa maji kwa mdomo chwa nini, and then you come back to the ring. Sawa? So basically amekuwa pale ana flex and a box and a box and a box, and sasa ametoka kidogo tu apunge hewa ya bahari, upepo. Upepo wa bahari. Ana pop neck pale kidogo alafu arege. Obviously he's just taking some time, ni time out. Kila mtu anataka time out. Have your mother ever given you time out? Because my mom used to be like, time out. Time out, you go. You don't even speak, you just wake up and go. And time out means every thing you have, simu nini, leave it there and go. Kwa your room, not at the outside of the gate, to your room and stay there. And stay there. So basically,
that is what is happening. Yeah,
maybe he's just taking time off. Let me see if my every time will say this bila kuitoa vibaya. Re-strategize. Re-strategize and come back. Aende kidogo angalie.
Re-strategize?
Yeah, and come back. Baki what? 2 years. Unajua nafaa kuzindua chama come May.
Gay.
Anafaa kuzindua chama come May. How many months to May? 1. In fact, tushamaliza huu mwezi inshallah. Then he has only 1 month. So obviously when he goes, this guy ni mnoma. He needs to teach me how to be this way. So he's gonna go out there. Sindio? No, he's gonna go in there. And then sababu sasa says ameshasema I'm out of the media, I'm not talking anything in the media. Ule wakati atatokezea, let me tell you, even a new channel will be talking about Gachagua. Because atakuwa anakuja sasa amezindua chama, and you know we are really anticipating to know what the colors of his, do you know the colors of his chama?
No.
We want to know. So who are the people, who are the leaders? Because ilisikia kwamba he is pushing some Jubilee and some, not Jubilee, some UDA leaders to join his chama. You see? So we are, I myself, when I speak about I myself, I am really, really, really anticipating to know who nani amebiwa ni Ndindi Nyoro. But they know, no, I'm going to tell you that one out of the nyuma ya tent. Ndindi Nyoro, his it will Sifuna join his thing, sawa? Will Onyonka join chama yake? Will Kimani Kichungwa join chama ya Gachagua? Will even Kindiki himself join chama ya Gachagua? You see? So people are anticipating. Am I not anticipating to know?
I'm in the need. I'm in need. You want to enlighten me?
About what?
The same. Are you willing?
What do you want me to enlighten you about? What?
About the same.
About the same what?
What you have been talking about. Yes? Hello. Are you?
You're lucky my microphone cannot come out of here. Sawa? Ingekuwa nile ina hii. What do you want me nakuuliza swali? Are you anticipated to know what kind of chama political party that he will be launching come May 20 something?
I am really eager.
So do you think that ana strategize vizuri sana?
Yes.
Ni mnoma. Felix, when wakina Bahati, when the Bahatis, those people, sawa, when they wanna drop something, sawa, unasikia we are breaking up, me and Bahati. Oh, Diana cheated on me. Oh, what into a kiki? It is called kiki. Clout. No, I'm not saying that. Ooh, where? I'm not saying that Gachagua is chasing clout. I'm just saying that.
Tunawajua Zulfa, tunawajua. Ni ile sasa unaogopa kusema tu direct. Ushasema mami.
No, sijasema, ni Felix amesema.
Rudia tu tutakusikiza.
Nimesema I am not saying.
Yes.
Please do not quote me vibaya. Sawa.
Yes.
Not Felix wasema hivyo ndio baki
yes.
Amesema sijasema.
Yes.
Sijasema.
Yes.
Nimesema it is kinda. Okay? Nimesema kinda. Felix,
I like you for free. You cannot pay for it.
You can chochea.
No, I like the way you are using hidden language.
No. See, to me, nini fiche.
He's trying to do what? Yes?
Where please, msisikize Felix, nisikizeni mie.
Hapana. He is trying to do what?
Kind of.
Yes.
So kind of. If I get the right one,
was I away from the point?
Yeah.
Was I away from the
kind
point?
Of. Oh, that's exactly. If I get the right point, and if you have the right word, please do say.
Yes.
But venye ukiangalia venye naifanya design fulani, design yenye if right now like I wanna get clout on my side, I'll be like, I have broken up with Felix. You know. You know, we might deny so much out here, but we are a couple. So if I go here and say like hashtag Zulfa has broken out with Felix, that is clout. I want them, and then I'll be like, if you want to know more, watch Kenya News Alerts. I produce a video, I'm like, Felix, you did this and this and this and this and this, and then now people will be here. So I think he wants to go out, and then when he comes anakuja kwa mpigo. What do you think about? Unaacha kuniangalia ukicheka sababu unajua nataka niseme mambo si hayo. What would you say?
According to my word, I think maybe he's trying to do what you call you said what you called what strategize. Yes. Whereby maybe he want to compose himself so that maybe when he is going to encounter with any media platform, he could use that media. He could utilize that media in a very good way. So you might not know why maybe he could abandon the media side for some time. Maybe he want to come up with a different way.
I'm just saying some things.
Yes, he want to come up with a different way to use them. You might not know though. So tuache kwanza ku overthink. Let us not overthink about this media system yenye amesema like he is not going to use for some time now. Let us just take it vile tumeisikia na tusichukue. Let us not take it for granted and maybe take it in a negative way. Yeah.
I don't think it is negative though. I just think in that to be in politics you must be clever somehow. You must know some tricks. You must be willing to do some stuff. Can you ever become a politician, Felix? Would you want to become a politician in future?
Yes, so soon.
In fact, same.
So soon.
Yeah.
But in my own family.
Aje. In your own family, aje.
Yes, I want to be the president of my family, not
not president wa huinje. Utaki kuwa Morara Kebaso. Is it Kebaso ama Kebaso?
I told you.
You said Morara, but the Kebaso name?
Kebaso.
Kebaso.
Yo.
Wait. What?
Is it not sounding good?
It is. I love the Morara name.
Not Morara. Not Morara.
Morara. Morara. I love that one.
Yes.
In fact, she has a really, really sexy name. It's true. He does. It is like it rolls out of your tongue. It's like speaking. I'm gonna say, if you're really good in Spanish, it is really good. So umesema utaki kuja kuwa politician?
In my own family. I'm going to be president of my own family in my own family soon. You got it? You got it?
Hauna president sense na unasema kwamba utakuwa how?
The president sense hako. Unataka tena anza kuandika message kujitambua eti ako na sisi live.
Aandike message tujue president tense ni nani. Hapa kuna Africa nani?
Yes.
Africa Live 24. They sent quotes. Even yesterday they did send another quote, yeah? Anasema, on the discourse of voluntarily servitude, how dangerous is it to free a people who have chosen slavery? There are many forms of slavery.
True. Ebu interpret sasa. Wewe na hiyo.
No.
I want to see how smart you are.
Find the persona. You find the persona. Stop laughing.
Umeelewa aje mama?
Wewe sema, wewe umeelewa aje?
Umeelewa aje?
Umeelewa aje? I don't like the way you want to throw questions at me kama nimekuja interviews. You do it.
No, I want to just understand the way umeelewa.
I haven't understood it. Would you please enlighten me?
On the discourse. Oh, see discourage. By the way, my macho.
Si glasses wewe ulitupa.
Soma tafadhali.
On the discourse of voluntary servitude.
On the discourse of voluntary servitude. Yes, continue. How
dangerous it is to free a people who have chosen slavery. There are many forms of slavery. Let me tell you one thing about that. So,
yes.
There's a moment that I was somewhere and I get to read this quote that said, if you want someone to be your slave, the trick is to never let them to know. If you want someone to be your prisoner, the trick is to never let them know that they are a prisoner in the first place. And that applies to a lot of things. You could be a prisoner of TikTok, but you don't know you're a prisoner of TikTok. Sawa? You could be
a prisoner.
You could be a prisoner of
Kenya knows a lot.
Yes, and you don't know you're a prisoner. So
and
that
you don't
thing
know.
Really, let me tell you that thing gave me stress. Like I had to think about the things I do. Na nikai nifikirie ni gani ambayo penza kwa I'm a slave to. I can't say what I was a slave to, but I was a slave to.
But I don't think whether I'm a slave anywhere. Because let me tell you the truth. You will never be a slave where you feel free and happy. Will you tell me whether you can be a prisoner? Not a prisoner. Okay, can you tell me that whether you are a prisoner when you are happy? Have you ever seen a prisoner being happy somewhere?
If you don't know, do Kenyans know they are prisoners?
Yes, we know at some point.
But some don't. Some are good. In fact, you know, kwenye hii kitu mimi venye naweza sema kwenye hii, it is how dangerous is it to free a people who have chosen slavery?
So, though it is very difficult for you to enslave somebody.
Gypsy nasema Kenyans are okay, I can enslave you. I could enslave, I could make you my prisoner if you don't know. Ata ujui.
Aje.
Hey. In fact, now I have thought about that quote again and I'm stressed.
Africa Live 254. I love you for free.
Now I'm thinking about this and I'm like, do I want to be told the truth? Do Kenyans really want to know the truth? Do you want Felix to know? Kwenye movie ya Matrix, The Matrix. Have you seen The Matrix? The Matrix, there's the red, is it the red pill and the green pill or something? The blue pill and the red. Basically, there are two pills. If you take one pill, you don't see the world what it is. Please, someone tell me if you've seen The Matrix. And if you take the other pill, you know what the world is. Do you want that?
No.
Do you? You don't. That's what Solomon mwenyewe said kwenye Ecclesiastes, that book.
Yes, Madam Pastor.
Yes. That book though. Sawa?
Yes, Pastor.
He said that the more you know the truth, the more it hurts.
The more?
The more you know the truth, the more it hurts. Look at the people who are intelligent in the society. They are the people who are in fact effed up.
What do you mean?
I don't want to curse before Ramadan Nisha. Ngoja Ramadan Nisha.
No, you won't be cursed.
Yeah?
You won't be
I don't want to curse. I don't want to use profanity right now. So I'll use it after. Now. But basically, even like Idube said, that to me a lot of nini hapa. Sawa? Like Idube said, something about prisoners. We are prisoners somehow. And I think we know we are. Ama we don't want to be freed. Actually, now I'm getting stressed. Because am I? Oh my God, I might be. It is. Let me drink water.
And who will give me what? Anyway.
Actually, it is stressing me on a serious note. It stresses me. Because every time I think about that quote, that you don't let a prisoner know they are a prisoner if you want to really make them your slave. And I think, what am I a prisoner of? What am I a prisoner to? So think about that. Do you want to be like it? Hey, where? Africa 254, Africa Live 24, please.
Welcome.
Thank you. But now you're giving me like a lot to chew on. Is it? Do they say that? A lot to chew on. Now I am chewing on a lot. A lot is chewing me. Continue. So this is what Danny, I am trying to though. Zulfa, you shouldn't curse any time of the day or the year. I know I shouldn't. I am trying to be a lady, you know.
But you will sometimes do.
I do, but I'm trying to stop profanity.
Zulfa, suppose now you were given a chance to question regarding Gachagua over this issue. Yes? What could be your first question?
Ukwaje, bro? How you doing? How you holding up? Are you good?
Please. Over this issue.
I'm telling you genuinely what I would ask him. Are you good? Are you okay?
Are you okay?
In fact, Mr. Kikumuliza maswali, I would want him to just speak, so I get a lot from him.
How can you get a lot? How can you get a lot from him and yet you cannot question the person?
You listen, you don't speak.
How will you get the information without asking? How will he know that you want to know this and this? Anyway,
he will look at me.
It was just a by the way.
But that is, how are you? How are you? So, I would ask him like, no, if I say that one will, but basically, yeah.
But we really need to know why maybe could choose to mute some media.
Imagine if the answer.
We really need to know. But all in all, we really appreciate his decision, his effort, and we respect his decision. Yes,
we do.
Yes,
we do.
Though Gachagua, wherever you are, we had planned to come and see you. So we don't know whether we are also the victims of.
We
those
are the
people.
media. we have media.
So we cannot even have tea together.
When the gate, alifungua mageti, akafungua na milango, akafungua even the back door. And what did you do? Right now, amefunga.
Anyway, I think you are the one who dragged me.
I did what? What did I do? So let us tell the people of this country something.
I love you so much.
You love me?
You know.
Them. Okay.
I like you.
Yeah, you do.
I like you and so much, and I
like you too.
I have never hoped for a day to come to make you unhappy.
I know.
And then sometimes maybe if it happens, it doesn't.
No, fighting
happen
is kawaida.
It doesn't happen because of maybe doing it intentionally. It is because of due to some reasons that I cannot explain before the camera. I see the story nyingine though, but yeah. I have never maybe hoped for maybe working without you. That's why ninapendanga hata kama Gachagua akinialika saa hii ninatamani tuende na Zulfa ndo tumuulize maswali tukasiwa hata sivyo. But by now Kenyans, wherever you are, I have never hoped for any Kenyan person to be against the reality. It is very wrong. Don't you ever be a victim. Don't fall into that trap. Of defending what? What is not the reality. So Zulfa, you are told that use Gachagua is pigeon hole if he closes the gate. Will you? but Gypsy, I think we are going to wait until he is going to declare that
Cheki, you're like cheki fungua ni mimi. Ni wase wa cheki ni zalat. Wallahi man. Yeah. Something, stop taking life so seriously. Umesikia tumeambiwa use the pigeon hole.
Which
if you close the gates. There's that. These doors don't.
Are you sure the Gypsy is trying to refer to that door? Are you sure? Unajua, you really need to remember that he said Zulfa, not Felix.
Pigeon all. Okay. I want to check the camera to you. Are you serious? Why you overthinking this? So what are you trying to say?
Gypsy is saying Zulfa, you can use that formula to get there, but not Felix.
Oh my God! Please, Gypsy, do interpret.
Yes.
Okay.
Gypsy, I'm going to give it a week. Zulfa to use a pigeon hole.
Is that hole in the door? Why you think?
But Gypsy said Zulfa.
Walai wewe man unafirega mtu fulani.
But not Felix. But not Felix. I'm telling you the truth. Gachagua is going to do the same.
Do you have a pigeon hole?
Yes, you have. But you do. But you
Felix,
do.
The pigeon
no, but you do. But you do. But you do. Gypsy is very right. He take it serious. Guy, you have to use that one.
To you, are you serious? Let me even see what Gypsy is saying. Let me see. Gypsy.
Zulfa use Gachagua's pigeon hole. Because and again. You understand?
No, please don't. Hata kufia hakuna maana fiche. Hakuna maana fiche hapa. Guy, let me interpret this.
I know.
Zulfa is explaining well. There's that kahol. If
yes, Zulfa, you're explaining well, but not Felix. No. Zulfa is explaining well, but not Felix. Yes?
Okay, what are you trying to say?
I wish Gachagua could be watching this.
What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say, Zulfa, use that one. We shall prosper. we will be successful.
How is that hole used?
Yeah?
How is that hole used?
It is a formula of getting Gachagua. Gachagua does not want any media right now.
Oh my God!
But if Zulfa can use that, we can be successful.
For the door. Akiwalai Felix jamani wewe.
Zulfa knows how to explain.
But not Felix, because a pigeon or that hole, like when you go to some apartments.
Wait, but Gypsy is saying, Zulfa is explaining. But Zulfa is explaining well.
Because I know that,
and that is what we want. We want to access Gachagua.
Pigeon hole tukifikiria Felix walae. Because if I do, you do.
Wait. You see, if I can go there, yes, it can be okay. It will be easier for me to be denied the chance. But if Zulfa can use the pigeon hole, it will be very, 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 very easy for us to access the
how do I get
that
into
guy?
Use the pigeon hole?
I don't know what to say.
No,
I don't know what to say.
Because you overthink. Let me tell you something.
I'm not overthinking.
I swear.
I'm not overthinking, my sister. I'm not overthinking.
I swear you are.
I'm not overthinking.
You're overthinking.
No, I don't think I'm overthinking. Gypsy said clearly, not Felix, but Zulfa.
Because Zulfa had formally said
that
Gachagua closed all the gates and all the back doors. So they were like, then use the pigeon hole.
Wait. I think
Felix, no. Stop overthinking.
We are smart in literature, yes?
Yes.
I think I'm smart in literature. I'm smart in literature.
You are?
Yeah.
Because he's overthinking. Where do I get to?
You have to. When that, let me tell you what.
So you're looking for the persona. Kwa kitu ambayo ni plain as use the pigeon hole.
You know what? We had that plan of going to see Gachagua.
Gachagua is
yes. And if possible, it is unfortunate that we cannot do it because of the reasons that we understand right now. But it can be possible. Not Felix, but you, if you can use the pigeon hole. Yeah,
but you do have a pigeon hole too, yeah?
You have it.
You do.
Not
yes, I
me.
do have it in my apartment.
But why are you hiding? Why are you hiding? You Gypsy said Zulfa. You can use it. No.
Oh my God, let me look for one gullible person.
Yes?
What? Let me. Akim too. Please, someone come and explain this. I would advise Rigiji to be silent for the moment. Sawa. He's talking. He exposed himself terribly. That is Joylene Jepkorir.
Thank you so much, Joylene.
Thank you so much, Joylene.
Thank you so much.
Please, someone explain to this person, to Felix.
Yes.
What a pigeon hole is.
I know.
Then why you say that I'm supposed to use it?
When I tell you that I want you to when I want you to tell you that I want you to ride a horse when going to heaven, but not the car, it never meant that it is the real horse. You understand?
Gypsy, please do tell Felix. No. What a Gypsy aseme? What a Gypsy aseme? What a Gypsy aseme?
Gypsy alisema Gachagua amefunga milango ya media. I think this is clear. Gachagua amefunga milango ya media. I think you really need to take my word keenly. Gachagua amefunga milango ya media kwa saa hii. Yes? But kwa sababu maybe we had that plan before. You as Zulfa, you can use a pigeonhole.
Can Felix use the pigeonhole too?
No, Zulfa.
No,
Gypsy, don't answer that question.
Use the pigeonhole too, because inaanza kukaa kama ni mimi alikuwa ananiambia tunitumie.
Hivyo ndio nilikuwa nataka kukubali hivyo.
Sikubali because sasa kwa nakubalia kitu ambacho sicho.
I like it. Thank you so much, Gypsy. By the way, Gypsy, you are a vibe, so I really appreciate it. So hata vile nani amesema hapa nani Joylin Jepkoril, I will advise Rigiji to be silent the moment he is talking. He exposed himself terribly, but yeah, that is according to Joylin. But the fact is at some point it is good to take a break. Yes,
in everything.
Yes, in everything we really need to take a break.
And checking with yourself.
And maybe try to convince yourself what you want. Yes.
I will tell people something as we wrap up.
Gypsy, thank you so much.
Oh, I thought you wanted to say the same thing.
But yes, I said Felix too.
Yes.
Gypsy is trying to come to your side, but no problem.
No, but that is the truth.
I like the way he is playing his the way Gypsy is playing the game. I like the way Gypsy is playing the game.
What game? Jo hakuna game hapa. Walai wewe Felix, I will never walk like at this point, because my mother will be telling you wajua huyu anamtakia kitu fulani, and then you will be like, your mother will say you are just speaking plainly. Hakuna language feature, hakuna persona. It is just evil. Sawa?
Gypsy knew that you could do it better. That's why Gypsy never said that Felix do it.
Nenda fanyaje better? Hata kuniangalia hivyo. No, camera please. Camera please. No. This one is what to switch before the studio.
I think
how can I do
you
it better?
Could do it better.
How?
You could do it better. Yeah, you could do it better. You could do it better, and in fact, Gypsy addressed the right person.
No.
Gypsy addressed the right person.
I was at a certain event, sawa, and then Zuchu, wakati Zuchu ameanza kuimba, Zuhura, that one from Tanzania. So she was giving a speech. Then she said that by then she wasn't dating Diamond, sawa, and then she said, bosi wangu sijui hata how I can appreciate you. And the table that I was sitting, mtu kwa tumekaa hapa na yeye aliniangalia, I can't even mention them here, sawa, aliniangalia akaniambia please, anasema juweze mthankaje. You see now, you see what you're trying to do. You see what you're trying to do.
Now that is what we call in a language, signal language. Signal.
So you're telling me that Gypsy
signal language.
Gypsy was signaling me. Wewe man.
You know,
this
is what I want you to understand. Gypsy addressed the right person. So Gachagua, wherever you are, I think Zulfa will do.
Will do what?
Use the pigeonhole.
Aki unafanya abra usetivi. Use the pigeonhole. Pigeonhole ni
sini ile ya mlango.
Mkuteba ki. Sasa unataka nikwambie. Sasa unataka nikuongeleshe hiyo.
Uko kwa gate.
Awa. Where by that Felix put more music on your channel, it is very quiet. Let me tell asa overthink here Felix will interpret what I'm saying.
Wait. You know, Gypsy, whatever you are trying to see there, those are some of the music that we could do when I was first year. I think Gypsy, if you can see very well, some of them are of 4 years back or 5, if I'm not wrong, 3 years. something like that.
So that one you can take directly.
When
Lakini when they say
music in your channel.
Yeah, what channel? You have many channels.
But
so what channel are they talking about?
There is a very big difference between.
No.
Wait.
No.
There's a very big difference between Zulfa. You can take a pigeonhole to access somebody.
And a producer and a pursuer too, because they know. Even the producer knows what Gypsy was talking about.
Gypsy, will you mind if I sing for you?
No, they don't mind. Obviously. Sing.
Not now. To prepare music for
Gypsy.
Yes.
Oh, that is good.
So thank you so much, Gypsy, for the reminder though. I'm a good person when it comes to singing, but
but overthinking.
No.
Yes.
I haven't. What have I done?
Because you're saying I should use the pigeonhole. No, let me
Am I the one you say?
No.
Am I the one you say?
You know, you're taking it figuratively.
No.
But it's just literally.
It's
literally use the pigeonhole kwa mlango.
It's literally use the pigeonhole. No problem. I agree with you. I agree with you. As long as if you decide, maybe if you say that I'm going to use every formula possible to address Gachagua or to access Gachagua. Yes? Yeah? If I'm going to use every formula that I'm really able to use to address Gachagua and access him, then do.
Then I'm gonna use the pigeon.
Then do.
Pigeonhole.
Even the Bible says, somebody who likes doing something will never get into the kingdom of heaven. It will be very hard for him to enter the kingdom of heaven as compared to the camel to get through that small hole of the needle.
Akiwale ya Gypsy ni literally.
Sasa ya Gypsy ni alikwambia literally. Yeah, sure, I agree with you. Then why do you want this? Why do you want to intensify the conversation? Why do you want to intensify the conversation? It was literally. Gypsy told you. Gypsy told you.
The door pigeon.
Yes. Gypsy told you, if possible, if you want to access Gachagua.
The door pigeon hole. The door.
Yani mlango. Kale kashimo kadogo ka mlango. If you want to access Rigathi Gachagua by now that he don't want maybe media in his compound. Yes.
So when I go to his compound na
use the pigeonhole to access him. You will access him.
Umenchosha. You know what? Umenchosha. It's okay. So I agree, Basi. I agree.
Thank you so much.
No,
I like it. I will
use any pigeonhole.
I like it.
Okay.
Yes. But by now, this is what you really need to remember. He doesn't want any media right now because maybe he want a break. He want a break. Yeah. So at some point he want to have a peace of mind. He want to come up with many other news that
strategies,
he could share with Kenyans through the media. Yes. You might not know why he want to take a break from media, just as the way I said earlier before.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. You know,
I really need to make you understand.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
But if you really want to access him, yes, by now I want you to understand that no, he is not maybe expecting now any media to go there. Yes, but if you have a burning issue, you can use the pigeonhole to access him. Right? I think that is the point. Thank you so much, Gypsy. I like you, Gypsy, wherever you are. I think that is the best formula she can use to access Gachagua. I like it, Zulfa. I like it.
I will use the pigeonhole, the door one. The door one.
Yeah, the door one. Mlango.
Ya mlango.
Ya mlango. Ile shimo ya mlango.
There's something called as we finish.
Yes.
Let me see here. And he needs to look after his mental health too. Yeah, he does.
Who?
You.
Me.
It is Gachagua.
Me.
Gachagua needs to look for his mental health to akai tu chini.
Yeah, because maybe amekuwa ki overthink.
Gypsy overthink.
No.
Yes.
Why am I healthy? Am I not healthy? Bro.
You're
producer.
healthy.
Producer, wait.
Mental health haionekani.
No.
I would be laughing here.
Gypsy and anybody. Am I not healthy? Wewe umeiona? Imesorocheka kidogo.
Uko sawa? Uko sawa. Uko sawa lakini una overthink.
I'm not overthinking.
I'm overthinking.
We really need to stretch our thinking.
Stretch? Why are you stretching it that way?
So
why
you want me to grow old at my age?
Do not stretch it when you stretch. Stretch in other things. Stretch kama hiyo kwa hiyo point ya Africa 24. Live 24. Stretch hapo.
Can I give you one?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
I'll give you one.
Give me one.
I'll give you one.
Do give.
Behind the camera.
Okay.
Yes. So I don't think whether I have
behind the camera.
I will.
Sawa. Fit.
Yes.
Tumalizia.
At the darker part of the nini.
Sema majina yako kamili. You overthinker.
I'm not an overthinker. Mimi unajua uwezi, you will never use hidden language to insult me.
No one.
I'll be on your toes.
Let's nikuache.
Don't worry. Yeah.
Yes, Felix physical and mental health is two different things.
It's
two
true.
Different.
It's true.
It's true.
I agree with you, Gypsy.
It's true.
I agree with you, Gypsy. So what is your point, you guys? So what is your point?
I want to meet your girlfriend.
You want to meet my girlfriend?
Yes.
You want to see my girlfriend?
Yes, I do. I do. And I want to sit down and hug that lady and be like, where?
You want to meet? You want to meet my girlfriend?
And hug her.
In public, I say that I don't have a girlfriend.
But you have said the presidentess is watching. The presidentess is watching now.
Yeah. We really need to make it official before we declare.
Oh, you haven't made it official?
Huh?
You haven't made it official?
Someday. Thank you so much, guys. This is Plains and Felix, and I really welcome you. Gypsy, wherever you are. Gypsy was telling me to sing. I was not.
Me too.
Felix giving someone one means something else. Felix giving someone one means something else. I don't understand. What is that?
Anasema, let me see. Felix giving Zulfa one. Felix giving someone means something else. Yes.
What is that?
What are you giving me behind the camera? Let the camera watch Felix now. The way he's looking at me. Yes. What are you giving me? Please let the camera. Nikiongea camera tu iko inamwangalia yeye. What are you giving Zulfa behind the camera?
I want to appreciate you.
How are you going to appreciate me?
It was not part of I don't think whether it will be good if it will be public and yeah, so
because umesikia umeambiwa jana nini, you could be meaning something else and me I am thinking it is something else.
Thank you, Gypsy.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Gypsy. I really appreciate. I really appreciate. Thank you, and you are much welcome. Yeah, so guys, Gypsy, if you told me to go and equip my channel. Yes, I will. So whoever who is watching me, the 11 people here, I can see 11 people here. Yes. Yeah. Type Plains and Felix. Subscribe there, so that at least you can tell me what do you really want
for you to give them.
Yeah, from me. Is it that music or something else? You know, I'm a very good advisor. No, something else, but you're overthinking. No, you are the best person who's overthinking.
That is literally what you have done to me. Mtu amesema tutumia mlango, then wewe ukaenda uko overthink hii kitu. Uko overthink ikakuwa ni kama ambaye naambua kitu fulani.
Okay.
So basically.
Okay. So you can do this, comment there, tell me, Felix, you know I'm a very good motivational speaker. I can easily help you prosper in your marriage. Plain San Felix, yeah, sure, Plain San Felix. I like the way you have typed that name. I really like you, Gypsy, for free. Yeah, sure.
Gypsy, you know. Fear.
Yes.
When they say they like you, you fear, you run.
No.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yes.
You don't want me to.
The way you're overthinking stuff just to lia.
No. So this Gypsy, thank you so much. I think I won't be available in the next show because maybe I'm going for another program. The best thing you guys maybe we can do, all of us, is to just be patient to each other and meet here tomorrow.
Yes.
Tomorrow by 8. Yes. Gypsy, I don't know how many times I have called your name. I really like you so much, and those ghost viewers are out there. When you are made to join, yes, when you are made to join, I really like you guys, and I really appreciate. Thank you for keeping us warm, and I really have hopes at least to shake your hands someday and appreciate you physically. Yes. So this is Plain San Felix, appreciating you all and thanking you all for joining us. So Gypsy, wherever you are, feel much loved by me and Zulfa. Nimekuongezea hapo, usifeel nini ka wivu, sawa? Maliza wewe. So Gypsy, wherever you are, feel loved, and those individuals out there, when you're made to join. This was Plain San Felix. If you want maybe to enjoy some of fun and entertainment from me, go YouTube. Mostly that is where you can access some of the reasonable contents. Search Plain San Felix, according to the way Gypsy ametype hapo hivyo. You will see my details there. Subscribe to our channel too, and at some point tuta move together, sivyo?
Yes.
Okay, Plain San Felix. High five. Thank you so much, guys. Have a good night. A good day ahead.
Okay, thank you for everyone who was commented kwenye live chat. We really do appreciate you, and thank you. We do have fun times. Felix is gonna head out and go back to his wife and children, and I'm gonna be here with you.
Surely.
Wewe tumalizie shughuli. Sawa?
Unaweza fanya hivyo?
Sini ukweli.
Uzuri I understand that maliki yako na sisi.
Sawa? And then let us meet here. I'm gonna say 20 minutes from now. We do the updates and then we meet tomorrow. Bye bye.